Hey, sofrito lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you another mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest, Bronx to Bronx. It's the home of hip hop and salsa. I'm bringing you a simple, delicious pasta with meat mukbang today. It's pasta alla David. For those of you who don't know, pasta alla David is a pasta dish, a simple bolognese that I made, that I created, filled with vegetables that I know my partner David likes. He's not a vegetable guy, but I created this recipe based on my observations of which vegetables he does like and made this pasta bolognese recipe. Homemade. I made it about 2 days ago, made a pound of pasta. That's why I still have some. I made it on Monday and it's Wednesday night and we're still eating pasta. Let me take a bite. I've been talking a lot. Mm, mm. Simple pasta, 1 pound of spaghetti, a whole little box of mushrooms, a whole zucchini, a huge 2 handfuls of grape tomatoes, onions, um, and some delicious ground sirloin, 2 pounds of it. Usually I do a pound or a pound and a half, but I did a full 2 pounds because I know David really likes it when it has a lot of meat in it. And folks, I don't make my own tomato sauce. I bought two wonderful on sale Prego jars. Yes, Prego. Wait, no, not Prego, Ragu. 2 jars of ragu that were on sale, two for $7, which is here in New York City is a bit of a steal. And one was tomato, basil, onion, and the other one I believe was roasted garlic and onion. Mix both of the sauces together. The usual salt, pepper, basil, oregano, Italian seasoning, garlic, onion powder, all that good stuff. Lots of great, herbs and spices. Mm. Mix it all together, make it with a lot of love, and it's one of David's favorite dinners that I make. Guys, I'm talking a lot about David because he finally came home. Today's Wednesday. He got in Monday afternoon. I came home early from work. It's spring break in New York City, and I'm running a spring break camp. So on Monday, I opened up at 8, so my day ended at 4. I rushed home. He was already home. Lots of hugs and kisses. My bear bear is back. My bear bear's back, and he's gonna give me smoochies. Hey la, my bear bear's back. So yes, my bear bear is back. He's in the kitchen, not right now, but in the last couple of days I've been cooking, so he's been in that kitchen doing all the dishes, all the pots, pans, and plates, and cutlery and utensils. It's wonderful. I hate doing dishes, pots, pans, plates, cutlery, utensils. I hate everything that's sink related. So in my wonderful little kitchen, the sink is his domain and only domain. The rest of the room is mine. The stove is mine, the plates are mine, everything is mine except the sink. The sink belongs to David. So besides having him here and loving on each other and hugging and kissing and reconnecting and telling each other how much we love each other, he's doing dishes, and that's what's awesome. He's gonna watch this and be like, "You son of a beep." Yep. So he's back, and I cooked the last 2 nights because Monday and Tuesday I worked early, so I got home early, and I just been bitten with the cook him food bug. So I made him one of his favorite. I made him pasta alla David on Monday, which is one of his favorite meals that I cook. And then yesterday I made boniato. Boniato is the Cuban word for what we Puerto Ricans call batata. What these are Caribbean white sweet potatoes. It's these sweet potatoes that are indigenous to the Caribbean and Central and South America. They're a sweet potato very similar to the orange sweet potato, except that the flesh inside is white. And David really loves it. I grew up I grew up, even though I'm Puerto Rican, I grew up calling it boniato. It's like the Cuban way of saying it. I think in the Dominican Republic they also call it batata, just like we do in Puerto Rico. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have another name for it as well. So he loves it. You boil it. It's a sweet potato. You can boil it. You can bake it. He likes it boiled with a lot of melted butter on it. So last time I made him that, and I made a turkey picadillo. Picadillo is again a Cuban slash Puerto Rican slash Dominican recipe for basically spiced and stewed ground meat. Usually it's ground beef. Cubans are known especially for their picadillo, how good they make it. But Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, we make it as well. But picadillo is more closely associated with Cubans. So I follow a Cuban recipe. Last night was like a Cuban dinner. I made boniato and I made um, ground turkey picadillo. I went a little overboard with the salt. I tasted it and I was like, it needs a little bit more salt. And then I went salt crazy. So by the time I served it for dinner, it was a little like, oh, wow. It was a little bit of salt licky. But David loved it because he loves boniato. And today he had some leftovers and he said it tasted better, but he did have to add a little bit of water to the spiced stewed ground beef, ground turkey, just so that he could spread out the salt a little bit, dilute the salt. Mm, mm. Oh my God, this pasta me quedó tan bueno. This pasta came out so good, if I do say so myself. So my bear is back. He was gone for over 2 months working in Florida. You guys have heard me throughout all these months talking about it on my mukbangs, but he's finally back. We're hugging and smooching and loving on each other and reconnecting. And he's actually out on rehearsal for a concert series he's going to be doing at the end of May. So they're rehearsing. So I'm able to be here tonight. I had a meeting at 7 o'clock with some friends, um, a board meeting of a political project that I work on. And I just decided let me make a mukbang and talk about how my bear's back and how things are good. It feels great to have him back. I love my partner. I love David very much. He's my fiance. He's my world. It's been great reconnecting the last 2 days. We really missed each other. And you guys know I went to Florida a few weeks back to see him. So, I mean, we were separated for like a month and a half. Then we saw each other. And then after I came back, he was coming back in 3 weeks. But still, we missed each other. Mm. Washing everything down with some zero sugar peach Snapple, my favorite beverage. It rivals Coke Zero. Sometimes it eclipses Coke Zero. But made from the best stuff on earth or whatever the old slogan was. So just reconnecting and being romantic, and I am doing everything I can to keep this weekend clear because I want to have some. I get paid on Friday. I want to have some wonderful bear time with David. Let's go to the movies. Let's go eat. Let's go hang out. Look at this delicious pasta. Mm. So thinking about. I also want to cook for him more. He was out there in Naples, Florida, down south, working on that play, working on that musical, and a lot of long hours, a lot of rehearsal, a lot of things going on. And David's not much of a cook, so it's been 2 months of him eating stuff from a can, stuff from a box, stuff that was frozen, a lot of restaurant meals, a lot of takeout. So this is part of me that since food is part of my love language, I want to cook for him. Like I'm glad I was able to get him two home cooked meals. And home cooked meal leftovers are make great lunches. So this weekend I want to cook for him some more. I want to see if I can detox his body from all that garbage that he was eating down there. You know, again, everything from a can, everything from a box, everything that was frozen, all that horrible food. I want to counteract it with some good home cooking and all the stuff that he loves. So, yeah, I'm totally, these are the things that make you reconnect and remind you why you love each other so much. So I'm kind of like, yay, my bear's back. Mm. Enough gushing about my relationship. This week we are working on spring break camp. The program is open 8 to 6. My director and I are working shifts of 8 to 4, 10 to 6. I ended up working a 10 to 6 today. Had a doctor's appointment. It went pretty well in the morning, and then I got in around noon, between 12 and 12:30. So I closed today. We got a ice skating trip tomorrow, which should be very fun. We're going to get on a bus and go to Queens. Um, it's been a great week. I love these camp weeks because I just love being in the building by ourselves. I mean, we've got the kids there, but it's like only us. It's not all these other kids and all this other stuff. It's just us. We have the run of the place. We we get to have a level of independence when we're alone during these breaks that we can't have during the after school program. But yeah, we get to do all this fun stuff. The kids are doing stuff with poetry, um, science, art, math, music, um, some good TV time. Watch some movies, running in the yard. Just these camps give us an opportunity to be creative and do fun stuff. Mm. So it's been a great week. Work is great. My Bear's back. I've got a lot of downtime. Some of the organizations that I volunteer with and do political work aren't meeting as much lately. So it does feel kind of good. It does feel kind of good to be able to come home and cook and just relax and not feel too rushed. I mean, I had a meeting tonight, but it was great. I haven't seen some of these folks in a while. So it was great to connect over Zoom. And tomorrow after work, I'm going to go see a good friend of mine who I haven't seen in a dog's age. So I'm kind of excited too because David's going to be busy. I'm going to be busy. So, David has hit the road, running. He's back in New York, but he's got a concert series, like I said before. So he's got to do rehearsal. So he's got his own agenda, which is great. It keeps him busy. At the same time, it brings him back to New York City. He's got to work. He's got to hustle. He's got to do his thing. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see my friend Ivan tomorrow. Ivan, 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 but in Spanish, Ivan. I have not seen him. Oh, like they say, the old saying, in a dog's age. So great to I'll be getting out tomorrow around 4:30. I'll get to reconnect with him and see how he's doing. Touching base with friends, and it feels good. It's been a good week, guys. I don't always have good weeks. My Bear's back. I've been cooking. I've had some really good work. Has been fun. I love, again, the camps are so much fun. Excuse me. The camps are fun because the kids love having all these different activities to do and feeling a lot more free and a lot more creative um, than you usually do in after school. After school is a little bit more regimented since it's only like 3.5 hours a day. But when you're with us from 8 to 5, there's so many different things you're doing, so the kids are exposed to a lot more, and it becomes more fun. And then tomorrow we have our trip. We're going ice skating, which should be an adventure in itself. A lot of us have I have a lot of staff that have never ice skated, and they're terrified and mortified. Me, I haven't ice skated since I was a teenager, and that was I haven't been a teenager in 10 years. Yeah, so I haven't skated in 10 years. um the good thing about skating is that when you fall, you land on ice, and ice is cold. So it's kind of like you're landing on an ice pack. I was telling that to the kids because we got some kids that have never ice skated, and they're also mortified, just like some of the staff. They're like, "What if I fall and hurt myself?" Well, then you fell and you hurt yourself. Try not to fall. Try not to hurt yourself. Now I was telling them, listen, if you hurt yourself, you just lay there because it's like an ice rink. It's like a huge ice pack. You'll be fine. Just lay there. The swelling will go down. You'll be okay. That's the type of youth development specialist I am. So tomorrow should be fun. Hopefully, it won't be too much of a drag. Because sometimes kids, when they're faced with challenges, we have a lot of kids that rise to the occasion, a lot of kids that crumble, who just don't want to rise. So hopefully, the going ice skating with them will be more fun and less scary. But I'm kind of scared too. But let's see what happens. I'm kind of excited too because I haven't ice skated since again since I was a teenager, 10 years ago. So yeah, it should be fun. So it's been a great week, Sofrito lovers. It's great. I just wanted to make a video, let you guys know how everything is going, and touching base with you guys. I hope you guys are having a good week. Are you having a good week? I know it's Wednesday, it's Hump Day today, but let me know in the comments below. Has it been a good week? What's made it a good week? Let me know. My Bear is back. Great fun spring break week. It's just, a lot of good things. So I hope the blessings continue. So Frito lovers, comment below. Let me get my last bite. You guys know me. I never finish anything on camera. It's becoming a, it's a tradition. Mm. Let me know. Have you been having a good week? Why? Comment below. Listen, so Frito lovers, the rest of this pasta is going to be finished off camera. I am going to wash my face and my beard because I can smell the pasta on my beard, the pasta sauce and meat on my beard. So, frita lovers, go out there, go have some culinary adventures, go taste for yourself. Como siempre, mucho, mucho, mucho amor.